So we're doing a starter today. One of those no good MT50s that petered out. We're gonna put an MT39 in it. Looks like I gotta take the governor linkage off, possibly. We'll try, wonder if I can cam it over, if that'll help. Yeah, a little bit, but I don't know if that starter is gonna come out unless I remove that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I don't know what I gotta have. At 9/16 to get the bolts off. I don't know, I just shut it off yesterday. And then I went to start it. It won't click, it won't do anything. So I took a screwdriver and jumped it, and it won't click, it won't do nothing. So to do a starter on one of these, you got to take the whole side panel off. These came with side panels as a noise reduction attachment because those PC motors are so loud and clatter so bad. So let's see, 9/16. Hate doing this by hand, but I don't think there's any other way to do it. No, that's gonna be 5/8. But 11/16. It's gonna be 11/16 or 5/8. Let's try 5/8. Yep, 5/8. Gonna get a wet butt today. Wet butt. Alright, so now I gotta get this little wire off here. Yeah, that's off. Washers are gone, but it's off. It's off. Something like that. I'll get the crane over here. Okay, where's my 5/8? Put a little cleaning fluid, get the dirt off. We won't need the crane when we put that MT39 on there. You put it in by hand. There we go. Alright, now we gotta figure out how to get it in there. Like this, good. Question is, we're going to come out of there without, we may have to remove this, I guess. We're going to do that. Not going to have to. So close. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, that's got to go. Dang it. Ah, it's stuck in there. Great Scott. That was good. Maybe now. So last time we had to replace this whole nose cone was broke and laying inside there. Thank goodness it didn't go down around the flywheel. I don't know what's wrong with the thing. I'm gonna say the solenoid. Alright, genuine Caterpillar rebuilt piece of crap. So This is an MT50, weighs 89 pounds. This is an MT39, weighs 39, I think. Huge difference in weight. So I get these from Dean Schatz, and if you want one for a cat application, so you no longer have to use the gaskets anymore, you don't have leaking all over. So this is a wet application. Wow, look at those teeth, man. They're hammered. So this adapter right here has a cat O-ring in it. No more gaskets, no more leaking. These are good starters. So let's get the housing cleaned up and see if we can get that one in. Do this by hand. Okay? Okay. So we're gonna have to move this solenoid down to the side, or the filter's not gonna go on. Rats. Rats, rats. Oh, 7, 16. Not metric. Shit. 10 millimeter. I don't know. Yeah, 10 mil. 10 millipeters. I might have to take that back out to do this. Yes, I can't get on that one, so I got to take it back out. Back out, boys. Back out. Couldn't do that with an MT50. Lift that out like that. Alright, so now let's see if we can get this undone. So this side I can get a 10 mil on. That one I can't. I gotta get a different wrench. So done. So you can mount that solenoid here, here, on the other side, here, here. You can mount it wherever you want. And I'm gonna. I'll do something different. So this is what I'm thinking, is mount it here like that. Then I can get that filter off. There we go. I think we're good to go, Jeff. Okay, back in the hole again. Again. Okay, so there's only one thing I don't like about these starters, and that is this plastic piece. So that's got to protect the hot end of the starter, but they don't give you much room to get the battery cable on. So I'm hoping that somehow I can get that thing on there without changing it or something. And it's the short one that comes off straight off of it into this battery. So if I had to, I could do something, put a different end on it. I don't know, something. All right, so there, now I can get the filter off and all that fun stuff. There we go, we're in the hole. See if we can get a bolt in. I don't think you got the hole lined up at all, Jeff. Oh, you do, look at that. First time. First time. Wow. See, look how much shorter that starter is. Won't have to take that throttle lever off. Nothing. Okay, what did I do with my 5/8? So these things, they fit really precision in the hole. That adapter ring is cut perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I'm still out here at the runway. We got the runway done, ditch moved, but we're laying some 3/4 for a road around here, and then we got the 336 over in the pumping pond, cleaning that out. All right, now I've got to get on this one, get him tightened. So somebody wanted to know why I speed my videos up all the time, and I told them it's because, you know, a lot of people don't want to watch
all the detail. But somebody else commented back, that's why they watch my channel, is because they appreciate the detail I go into. So I'm kind of between a rock and a hard spot.
So you've got the people who don't have
an attention span, and those that do.
And I think the older generation has an attention span, and the younger generation has no attention span. And this is just my theory, but I think the reason that the younger generation does not have an attention span is because of these stupid things. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, it's all designed to be highly addictive. And by that I mean, you're constantly scrolling for the next dopamine high. And that's why people can't sit still and watch something. They just can't do it. And it's just ruined them to have any attention whatsoever for longer than 5 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever. Anyway, that's just old Jefferson's opinion. I don't know. You tell me what you think about it. I wonder if I'd have run that, or it's gonna rub, stir and rub on that housing, rub a hole in it. So I need to, what? I can't put it back around here because it will not reach. So I need to get it under this stainless braided line so don't wear it out. Pull it around here like that. That would be perfect. It's not touching anything now. Like that. And so here's the deal. I have to put the side panel on and then fish the battery cable through the hole to make this work. So that's going to make it a little bit fun working through that door to hook all that up. I don't know. I popped the rubber insulator deals out of the door. I need to go find a wrench to fit that. So I could probably get them in there and then fish them through the hole. That way I could make sure that they're going to work. Now the ground cable, that's just fine. Those are going to work good. I just don't see a problem there. So I can do this with a Phillips screwdriver. I don't know what size wrench that is. It's going to be metric. It's going to be metric. Are you getting all this? Are you getting all this information I'm ramming down your throat? I won't speed this one up. If people bitch about it being too long, well, let them bitch, I guess. What do you want me to do about it? So this cable goes around to the other battery. So that one I can fish in later. That's not a problem. I need to put a new cotter key on this. I'd like to get the pin to... Oh, there it comes. It's loose now. Get new cotter key on that. I can put that on. Let's see. These ground cables can go on, and then I can put that other cable on.
See how that fits? So this one goes here like that, and then that one goes on there. I'm gonna have to pull the curlicue out of him to get him to reach. Like that. Something. What are we doing here, Jeff? Just, those are so stiff. Oh, come on, man. Like that. So, I wonder if, I don't know, that might have to go under that big one or something. I think. So, put that on foist. Straighten it up a little. Maybe straighten it up and curlicue it over here. It's just a ground cable. And a small one at that. Yeah, it's nasty. It's gonna break it. Well, she's not gonna give, kids. Oh, man. Wow, that is stiff. I need a new one. I need a new one of them. You know? Come on. You bugger. Jeez. There, like that. And then this one on that. Alright? Yeah, baby.
Need to start making new cables for these things. So this one, if I remember correctly, goes up in here. So that's going to go on this. And we'll have to slide this clear out here. So let's make sure this is going to work. Kind of got to go up like that to clear that other one and bolt down on there tight, I think. So is that going to reach? It should, because this starter's so much shorter than that one. So the only other thing to do would be to take this and push it up there like that, which I could possibly do, maybe. There. So this is going to come around and go to the positive terminal here. So probably going to need to bend that over away from that dipstick tube. And by the time I get that on, maybe have to bend it a little. But I think that'll work. Oop, let's get that away from there. Only that one. Yeah, would that one go in that way? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. If you got it clear down here, it would, but yeah, we'll just go the other way then. Makes it difficult, but where's the hole? Where's the hole? There's the hole. I'll have to undo this to get the side panel on, but if you're gonna find out if something's gonna work, now's the time to do it, isn't it? I could get bigger stroke, but you're in the way. Maybe you could step back a bit there, sir. Please. Please step back, sir. Alright. Disconnect switch is off, so I shouldn't have any fire here. So she wasn't cranking very fast because I didn't have the pump relief pushed down, and on these older graders, oh, I got a leak somewhere. On these older graders, you got a pump relief and you push down on it with your foot to get them started, and then you slowly let it up. So that worked. So this is going to be against there. So when I get the side cover on and get these rubber deals in the hole, I'm going to have to make sure that ain't touching. Gotta bend it, do whatever. Anyway, for all the bitching I did about this actually worked really well. These starters work. I got one on the C15, got one on the N14, got them in the rear engines on the scrapers. They'd be on the front engines and the D9, but unfortunately those are a long nose cone. They're an oddball starter, and they don't make an MT39 with that great big long nose cone to work on those model engines, so we just have to deal with them big old nasty MT50s. So these starters, so like in a 3508 on a D11, the ones that add the 3508, I think the new ones have a V12. It takes 2 of these. And Dean Schatz was telling me, you go out to change starters on a D11 with 2 MT50s on it, you're going to kill yourself trying to get them in and out. They suck. But 2 of these little MT39s, a mechanic can just put them right up in there, piece of cake. So if I remember right, Dean told me these are like 11 horsepower. So they work, and they work well. Really well, and they don't leak like the MT50s. Okay, we got to get it over this air fitting. Now we got to get that big piece in there in a bolt. Okay, had a visitor there for a minute, so I think I got all the bolts started. I think we're ready to tighten her up. All right, now comes the fun part. I got to get those battery cables through there and get the rubber dudes back on it. So let's see. All right, now this one comes off the starter and goes over here to this one. Or is it? I don't remember. Where's the hot one here? Where's the hot? That's the hot one there. Yeah, that's negative. So negator gonna go in the first hole, and suppository goes in the second hole. Clear down there. How am I gonna do that? Yeah. Right here. That's how. You're gonna go in right there. Well, that's gonna be. That's tight. I don't know. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Well, we'll get her on there somehow. Man. Man, oh man. That go. I think we're going in around there. Oh yeah. There we go. All right. Jeff wins. Somebody forgot to tell that sumbitch Jeff wins. There we go. Okay, it's between the pipes. I think we're gonna be fine there. Not touching them. I hope I got these to where that lid'll go on. They're supposed to be over in this corner. I hope this one's going to clear. Oh man. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know. If you could just get a little more out of that cable. There. Well, we'll try that. See how it works. So now all I gotta do is get the battery box on. Good heavens, Joe. There. It's on. And cables are in there. I don't like touching anything, but here's what it is, I guess. Hold up. So that is part of the noise suppression system. They even have a rubber deal in here, which needs replaced. It ain't in good shape. So I can start to put away tools like that. How's that? Oop, right on the end of it. Knock the lid or the spray nozzle off probably. Oh man. All right. Put all the tools away, stow the crane. I'm ready to go to work.